Welcome back to the No Judge Necessary podcast, where we got the opinions like DC, we're crazy like Gaethje, and we're as high as O'Malley. We're the podcast for fight fans that want to see fists fly and don't want to wait on the judges. I'm your host, Brick, and as always, my cornerman Nil and Matty P. How we feeling, boys?
How we doing?
Did you hit that?
I didn't. I can't lie. I wanted to. I wanted to lie so bad. But
It didn't sound like it.
It didn't sound like it.
So
yeah.
Man of integrity, I like
rough
that.
start. Rough start. It's like when the fight starts and there's a kick to the nuts, like 3 seconds in. It's like, oh, well, here we go.
Yep, I guess.
But
those kind of fights.
we're back. I guess we're here. It's kind of like the card this weekend. Yeah, we're just sort of shooting the shit.
Bit of a weird spot, obviously. We had no card last week, which always kind of, especially in this time of year where, like, final quarter always has bangers. So missing a week and getting sucked into football, I feel like threw off my rhythm. And now coming back for this card, like, I'm excited to just get back into it. But this was definitely a card that kind of threw me off a bit, and I don't know how much of my rhythm I'm going to get back on this one.
We did a halftime show for this card, and we'll just pick one guy to do the middle crate challenge in the middle of the octagon. And then that's it. As soon as they finish, just next fight.
So which Diaz?
This is a long-ass card. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what are we doing,
What the
dude?
fuck?
Whose idea was this? Who was
Hold
like,
on.
yo, you know what? Let's there's 15.
I think
No?
there's 15.
Yeah.
Seven on the main card. One.
That's
two,
disgusting.
4, 5, 6,
There's 7 on the main card.
Yeah, there's 14, I think.
Is it down to 14 now? I thought I saw 15.
My fight card, our Tapology goes up to 15. Like
Man,
Anthony
oh,
Smith,
oh.
Ryan Spann is 15. So unless I'm tripping here. But yeah, I don't know who put this together. Kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird too, where you would think, honestly, I would much rather them not take off a weekend last week, take 5 of these fights, add 3 or 4, and do like a 9-fight card and a 10-fight card this weekend instead of just a random 15-fight card.
Yeah, I'm
especially
so
on a. I mean, I will say.
Well, fuck that. I'm juiced. I'm gonna be. It's at 1. It starts. It's fights all day.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck that. That shit should start at like 7 a.m., dude. Let it run till deep in the night or start it early in the morning.
With the Darren Till one, it pissed me off because after the fights ended, I was like, well, now Saturday sucks. Like the rest of I had nothing to look forward to. So it's like
See, that's where our minds are different because I'm such a college football guy that I like the morning fights like Neil's talking about because I love waking up and just watching soccer and fights before I watch football. Like that's a perfect Saturday.
I just like AM coffee, kush, and some fucking knockouts. That's my shit. I'm finna eat some breakfast foods and watch a KO.
I only like those days if there's like a boxing or something else on at night where I can look forward to. So
what if
some sort of combat?
What if they did 2 cards on the same day? One in the morning and one at night. Yo.
Interesting. Like you do the prelims.
No. So we're doing UFC Fight Night 257 in Abu Dhabi at 7 a.m. And we're doing UFC Fight Night 258 at 7 p.m. in fucking Vegas.
That's chaos, but I like it.
That's what I'm saying. That like we got 2 sides of the globe. We got fights literally all day, 24 hours. Put on the fucking UFC channel on ESPN Plus. Like we're just on, like all day long. We got 2 different main events, and they got the crews and the capacity to do it both now.
So we went from Nil being at 15 fights seems like a lot to I want 24 hours of straight fights.
Yeah, this seems halfway in the middle. Give me 3 fights or 97. I don't want nothing else.
Fair.
I think what you do is you do like a Dana White Contender Series type of card that means something though. Like there's a reason it's put together. There's a story behind it. And then bam, you got that in the morning, maybe 6 fights.
I think there should be more.
That's actually very possible what he's saying. Like a 7 a.m. Saturday.
Something light. It's like maybe it's like a tournament type of thing the UFC puts on for up and comers, like a Contender Series. put that in the morning on big pay-per-views, and then bam, that'll get you from like 10 a.m. to like maybe 1, maybe 1, and take a little break. Then 4 o'clock, it's
we're right
Madison
back into
Square
the
Garden. It's Madison Square Garden. You guys are everyone's going wild at 4 to.
I'm kind of with that.
I actually like that, and I love the idea of more sort of tournament styles. Like, it can be Grand Prix, but they don't have to be for title shots. Like, I would love an idea of even like what if there was something where, say, you got a hot prospect of a fighter that's in like the back end of the top 10. Let's just call him Sean O'Malley, right? What if we did a 4-man tournament, like 2 months out from when Sean O'Malley wants to fight, and it's like a round robin or a tournament to see who gets their first ranked shot.
I'll tell you why this is a bad idea. I think, me personally, think it's a bad idea. Because the minute people start, you have a four-man tournament. Let's say 2 dudes get injured. You have replacements. It's immediately interim title belts, which people don't like. It's immediate. There's too many injuries. But when injuries take over the tournament's dead.
Tournament.
But that's kind of my point.
The tournament is the weakest. Like, the tournament that I'm thinking is like not. These are dudes just trying to get to the UFC type of shit, like the Dana White.
Correct. That's sort of what I was saying. I was saying like guys who are in UFC but unranked. So you're trying to get your first ranked fight. So you're going to go through this quick 4-man tournament. 2 guys fight each other. And again, if there's an injury and we just have to replace it with the guy who lost, like, I don't really fucking care. You're the 23rd ranked fighter.
If they're already in the UFC, Dana White has to pay these guys to do 2 fights in a day. And it's under this weird.
Yeah. Well, it could be 2 fights in a month.
I don't like tournaments
that
aren't decided.
You can do these tournaments.
I don't like tournaments that aren't decided in one day.
I think just move a Dana White.
Is that just me?
I'm okay with it as long as it's not too dry.
I'm not with like if a tournament's going to take 4 months, I'm sort of out.
I agree with that, but I'm okay with like a 4-man tournament where it's basically like 2 fights on a Saturday. And then 3 weeks to a month later, like, we're going to have the finale. Like, I'm fine with that. Especially
but I'm more with Matty P if that's to get in the UFC, not once you're already in.
I think you literally just take a Dana White Contender Series card episode. It's like 3 hours long. Take one of those. It's Madison Square Garden, Usman vs. Covington. Put that on in the morning. Right. Get everyone riled up from like 10:30 to 1, and then give us a break. And then we're like,
honestly, that's the best thing they can do because that's how you get fucking MMA Twitter going early. Because you're going to get a knockout on that.
Already, people are betting going stupid at 10 a.m. And then all of a sudden at 1, we're cut off at 1, and we're like, fuck. Until like 4 or 5.
We're already fading Yanni the Greek at like 10 a.m. He's got the worst picks ever on the Contender Series. His picks stink. If you're trying to make fucking money, then fuck Bitcoin, fuck this other shit. Take the opposite pick of Yanni the Greek. He's fucking trash. He's the worst. Yeah, he's so bad on Contender Series.
And that's the hilarious thing about it because it's like, and that's what drives me nuts. Obviously, the legal gambling world. Like, shout out Arizona for finally coming through and getting gambling legal out here. But that's kind of the funny thing about and why I kind of want to attach myself more to like a Barstool world or something where it's like Yanni the Greek comes on and he acts like he's the greatest gambler of all time. He knows more than everyone in the room. He's the smartest guy on the fucking planet. And he's an idiot. But guess what? 99% of gamblers are idiots. And that's why I respect the, like, when we saw it on the Jake Paul Woodley's stuff, when we saw Big Cat and Prez and them, where it was like, yeah, we're idiots. We're going to take this. We're probably going to lose. And that's it. You know what I mean? We're not saying that we're like geniuses. You can still have a take. I'm not saying you just like blindly bet, have no, take on it. But these guys like Yanni the Greek that are trying to take over like the gambling world and say they're these fucking savants. It's like, dude, you suck.
Well, it's like the only people that should know are the people really in the fight game that are like coaches and can really break down like strategies and like tendencies that the fighters have and like all this shit. And they can be like, oh, nah, this is gonna happen because he always does this and he always does that. And
right. He always drops his left hand when he's defending, so the right hook will be there. Some dog shit.
Yeah, if Joe Kavanaugh, if
perfect with right hooks or something. So if someone like that, I would trust more than just a gambler.
Well, this guy goes to the decision about 32% of the time, and he's taking on an opponent that Jimmy, he's really like 1-1 in the UFC. And
across bantamweights, it's only 43% of the time that we get into the second round. So throughout the contender series, you gotta go. It's just like, dude, these two guys have nothing to do with the last 12 bantamweights that we've seen fight the contender series. Like, what in the fuck?
Pick a fucking name and shut up, dude. That's what I want to tell you.
Especially, he tries to go so much off the fucking trends and shit. Because, like, I feel like you can't really do that in fighting. Like, we try to do our dumb, like, oh, the first fight of the night, you know, usually a banger. Like, that's fine. But he tries to find these, like, deep stats and stuff. And it's like, dude, these two guys are fighting.
Like we're not getting into science.
What happened in 2018 with two guys who were also the same weight means nothing.
It's a fucking scrap. Let's talk about some scraps that came up, though. We got some announcements, yeah?
Yeah, we got some big fight announcements.
Yeah.
I love this. Is honestly like one of the most fun times of the year because this is where we get our first like big card of the year. Obviously, next week we're getting into the bulk stuff. But
chill. This isn't the first big card of the year, but keep
going.
Well,
no, not the first big card of the year. This is the first big card that kicks off this quarter. That's chaos.
Yeah, the final quarter.
Yeah, the final quarter. That's chaos, and this is when they all start just dropping announcement, firefight after firefight. So let's get into them. What do we got? I know that December card's starting to come through.
December 11th.
December 11th. That should be back in Vegas. I know the MSG card we've talked about a little bit. Usman Covington, obviously.
Bro, have you guys even said a fight that is going to happen?
No.
But I know Figgy Moreno is on that December card.
See that. I did see the Figgy Moreno 3, which is I don't know what to expect. Like Figgy looked so kind of weak last fight. Like, it didn't even look competitive, and like I don't know.
This is what I'm seeing. Yeah. It's Figgy versus Moreno, Amanda Nunes, Juliana Pena, Cody Garbrandt, Kai Kara France, Jillian Robertson, Priscilla Kohara, Randy Costa, Tony Kelly, Andre Muniz, Dricus Duplessis.
Yo, that card's gonna be
and like it's sort of coming together. Is this really? It's UFC 269.
Isn't this also going to be Poirier Chandler? Or that's not confirmed, but
I don't think it's confirmed, but people are pointing towards it. Yeah.
You mean Gaethje?
Now it's Poirier Oliveira, dude. We're tripping on names so hard right now. This is the worst fight announcement I've ever heard in my life. If you want to not get excited about fights, listen to this shit.
Did they announce Poirier Oliveira?
No,
but everyone's been pointing to that card because.
Bro, let's talk about the fucking Usman Covington card. That card's fucking wild. Is that the next one? Oh no,
that would be There's going to be. I don't know.
Ortega Volk next week. Then we got Usman Covington pay-per-view in November.
What's in October?
Couldn't say.
Do we know? All right, let me see if I can get these up here.
All I know is Rod Tang's fighting Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can confirm. And that's just going to be a 4-round fight, and it's alternating rules. Rounds 1 and 3 are Muay Thai, and rounds 2 and 4 are MMA.
That's absolute bananas, and with those two guys going in there,
it's going to be a draw, dude. We know this, right? It has to be.
Well, wait, no. What's the first round? Muay Thai?
Yeah.
And it's 5 rounds?
It's 4. They're each getting 2 rounds. It's going to be a draw.
Yeah, it's going to be a draw. Unless.
And we're all going to say run it back in one discipline. And that's what's going to make it great.
Yeah. Unless fucking Rod Tang puts him out in the 3rd round.
Yeah, unless DJ fucking.
Yeah, I think DJ would submit him.
Yeah, I think DJ's going to submit the fuck out of this cat in the 2nd round. Watch Rod Tang just be impossible to take down.
That's kind of what I'm worried about because he has such good footwork and such power.
It's the greatest. It's the GOAT, dude.
I'm so excited for that fight. Like,
I'm betting on that fight for sure. I'm betting Demetrius Johnson. Fresh off a loss, bro.
Yeah.
And speaking of Demetrius Johnson, y'all should definitely head over to our YouTube page, check out our interview with James Yang, his training partner, who we're going to see on One Revolution coming up at the end of the month.
Can't wait for that shit. A lot of good one fights coming out. Christian Lee taking on Ak Rayun for the belt. A lot of great kickboxing matches. So very excited to see it.
All right. A little more put together fight announcements. October, what we're going to get is the heavyweight title. Jan Blachowicz and Glover Teixeira.
Ooh, light heavyweights. I'm down.
Co-main. Allegedly, we're finally getting it. Aljo Jan.
Ooh.
That's what Google says. I'll believe it when I see it, but let's go. Petter getting his fucking chance back. Let's go. And then it looks like, 268. That's going to be Usman, Covington, Rose, Weili Zhang 2.
Yo, side note, Wei Li out here at Fight Ready.
Really?
Yeah. Wei Li at Fight Ready with Cejudo, fam. You know that way there. She said, I'm coming to the States, bro. But she ain't playing this time.
Is she gonna start wrestling?
I don't know, dog. But I seen her and Cejudo. They were moving and like jab. Like they were doing like the whole shadow boxing as you walk across the gym together kind of thing. And I was
this is. I just looked at the card too. I keep forgetting that Gaethje and Chandler's on this card. This is the fucking fight, man. I can't wait for that shit.
Sean Strickland, Luke Rockhold, like fuck. That's a great hey, little teaser to start the pay-per-view. Like,
the teaser to start the pay-per-view is Frankie Edgar, Marlon Vera. That's
better.
That's a banger to start. That card is stacked.
Bobby Green, Ally Quintar on that fight card. There's
same old Al, huh?
Jermaine Durandamy versus Irene Aldana.
Durandamy's a problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just want to see her get back in the cage with non-Nunes fighters.
There was another fight for 268 that was a good one. I was like, oh shit, hold on, let me find this.
Damn, so
I'm
really hyped for the final quarter.
Shane Burgos and Billy Q got.
Ooh, wait, what?
Wait, say now? Say less, bro.
I see it. This is Wikipedia. It could be a lie.
Is this a prelim fight though?
Yeah.
I hate to break it to Billy Q, but I sort of told him his next fight would be on the prelims.
Oh, Edmund Shabazian is fighting Imavov on this card too.
Damn.
Well, the Shabazian?
I was going to say, they don't have all of
that
them
was the fight I was thinking of. But I didn't know Burgos and Billy Q were getting talked about on this thing.
I mean, that's going to be like the Twitter, people's fight of the night. People are going to go hard for that. Dude, we got some bangers of cards. I mean, if they end up adding the Poirier Oliveira in December,
we got to go.
We're trying to go to Vegas?
We're in there. I'm telling you, we're in there. If they got 3 title fights on a December card, what the fuck are we doing?
I mean,
come on.
That's their MO. We end the year with 3 title fights. That's what they always do, and one of them's Amanda Nunes.
All right, so let's get it. Let's get back in the business. Let's get back in the fucking building.
We missed 2020. We were there in 19. I think we got to be back.
Well, we got to start getting on this fucking train of fucking fights, dude. There's 40 of them.
Yeah, let's hop into it.
Let's hop into
Diaries. Let's get a little quick with some of these. First fight, we got Emily the Spitfire, 4-4 out of the USA in the female flyweight division, taking on Hannah 24K Goldie, I'm pretty sure is her name.
Yep.
5-2 out of the USA. Yeah, this is an interesting fight. You can find Hannah Goldie a lot easier on OnlyFans than you can on Tapology or any other fight reference site. So that sort of scares me. But the Spitfire Whitmire isn't really going to she's 4-4 for a reason. No disrespect.
She is 4-4 for a reason. But I will say her last 2 losses, Amanda Ribas and Poliana Viena. So those are 2, legitimate fighters in this division. So the fact that she even, got those fights and was in the cage with them, I just wonder if that experience.
They both have lost their last 2 fights, I think.
Yeah, this fight ain't going the distance.
No.
There's no chance.
I bet it does.
Really?
If they're both losing.
Yeah, but they're both getting finished. What?
Yeah,
Someone's
but
gonna
they're
win.
not finishing anybody.
Someone's getting
They used
finished by submission, bro.
I don't know, man.
Someone's getting subbed.
I'm not touching this fight, man.
All right, so let's get into the next one.
Yeah, it's a dead pick 'em, and they don't even have props out on that one yet.
All right, so we're not touching that one.
Nope.
Next fight: Gustavo Lopez, 12-6 at USA in the men's bantamweight, taking on Healy Alatang, 14-8 out of China. It's not good when the only thing I know you by in Healy Alatang is getting your ass beat. It's not good. Like, first thing I saw Healy Alatang on this card, and I was like, damn, that's the guy who got whooped in his last fight. Yeah, he took it like a champ, but that's not good.
By Casey Kenny.
Yeah, he got his shit rocked. Like,
But I mean,
I can call it what it is, bro. Like,
do I
Well,
really?
Lopez just lost to Yanez with that TKO.
Mm-hmm.
that's
And
why
he
this is
lost
sort
to
of a
Keith
good fight.
Pasquale. So that's kind of where I'm actually leaning more to Healy, and I'm definitely leaning to over 2.5 rounds in this fight. I love that because I don't think Gustavo Lopez is going to have the output to really just beat the shit out of a Haley Alatang. Like
He's gonna
he's
finish
not
it
going
with
to
leg
back
kicks
down.
in the third round.
Dude,
I think he could. I think he could win the fight.
I think Lopez is gonna finish him, bro.
Do you?
I could big see that. Leg kicks, he's got mean calf kicks. And this cat
I don't know.
Alatang's just going to come forward until his leg turns purple.
He
And
just fought Yanez to a 3-round. He was obviously losing, but he was throwing some hands, and Yanez had to watch out. Yanez was saying he was hella powerful too. I don't know. I could just see, after a loss like that, him coming back and getting a dub. I don't know. I'm not going to bet heavy on it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Gustavo Lopez plus 110. Alatang's a slight favorite at minus 136. To go the distance is minus 177. I think I might take that distance in a parlay. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, boy. That's going to suck.
Next fight.
Next fight, we got Impa Kasagadai, 9-1 out of the USA in the men's welterweight division, taking on Carlston Harris, 16-4. What country is he from? I don't want to butcher this.
I believe it's Suriname.
Okay.
He was born in Guyana. Sorry. He was born in Guyana, fights out of Brazil.
All right.
Well,
Carlston Harris.
I got Impa all day on this thing.
Yeah. Carlston Harris sounds like he belongs on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He does not. He just doesn't give me vibes of a guy that's going to beat Impa Kasagadai. And to beat Impa, you got to be an absolute killer. So
Yeah,
I think Impa rules.
I agree.
Not so fast.
Why? Give me 3 reasons.
3 reasons?
Or just give me a couple, why?
Honestly, because 1, my dumb brain thinks that I should bet Impa heavily. That's a bad sign.
Right.
2, I think that this Harris guy has a very slick jiu-jitsu game. He's won his last 3 fights by Anaconda choke, Darce choke, and an RNC. So if he can find a way to dodge or find the range out of Impa's first minute and a half, first half of the round, that he slows down a little bit on the power, hopefully can utilize some leg kicks, take it to the ground, snap a neck, and everyone that thinks Impa is an easy bet here is pissed.
Fuck you. You're probably right.
No, but
Sometimes I'm not retarded.
Counterpoint, position over submission, domination, 3 rounds.
Oh, yeah, when Impa's just too strong for him to keep him on the ground, bodies him up.
That's how I think he's going to win this fight. It's
Yeah.
just dominating this cat on the ground, and this cat's going to try to throw up this, throw up that. It's not going to work, and he's going to be, before he knows it, he's in a crucifix, just elbowed in the dome.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the obvious pick for me would be Impa.
No, and I don't hate the logic. I'm just throwing out a counterpoint. It's actually really good logic in a sense, because I'm almost blindly just Impa's going to smash him.
Yeah, no, and this is where I throw him in every parlay and I lose. I'm like,
Yep.
That's it. And I'm
Alright.
trying to save myself from myself, but here's the problem.
You won't listen to this pod, and you're going to bet heavily. All right, so next fight. Fuck it, dude. Next fight. Erin Blanchfield, 6-1 out of the USA in the female flyweight division, taking on Sarah Alpart, 9-5. Aaron Blanchfield just sounds like that English teacher that you had in high school that was just the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wanted Miss Blanchfield. She was just the worst.
Yeah, it's just
Like, nobody wanted to deal with this shit. So I can't pick her in this fight for literally those reasons.
Yeah, and does it help you that Aaron Blanchfield's a minus 335 favorite?
No.
Plus 255 on Alpar.
Yeah. I'm not touching this, dude.
I do not like big favorites like that, especially this early on the card.
If anything,
you're 6-1. I have nothing to judge you off of. I remember you from being in the UFC because I think your name is very like high school teachery. So it's like, what does that even tell me? Like, I can't remember one thing about your fights. Not a good sign.
Yeah. And I think Sarah Alpar's making her debut, I believe, from Bellator, I think.
I mean, you got to start somewhere, so I'm not trying to knock it.
Right.
You know?
And that's where I'm almost like, I'm definitely not parlaying anything with this. But I might just
Blanchfield's had nothing but canceled fights. She's not even fought in the UFC.
Really?
Her one loss is to Tracy Cortez, and that's why we're all like, okay. And it was by a split, so that's a close-ass fight.
Interesting.
But she's also won a fight by split, so I don't know. Maybe Aaron Blanchfield, cold-blooded Aaron Blanchfield.
If you can go toe-to-toe and get a split with Tracy Cortez, you got my respect. I'll give you that. So, yeah, I'm probably not touching.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching this fight.
No. Next fight that I'm definitely going to have action on. We got Montel Jackson 10-2 out of the USA in the men's bantamweight division, taking on JP Buys 9-3 out of South Africa. I'm selling, not buying. Something about JP Buys is out.
100%. I was going to say, this is the perfect one for my brain because I've been selling on JP Buys. And Montel Jackson sounds like he's trying to sell me a payday loan on daytime television. Like, you know, unlike the commercial of Let's Make a Deal, the price is right.
I think this could be a shocker. I think Montel should win for sure, and that's who the obvious choice is here. But
holy shit! Let's play a game. Guess the odds on Montel Jackson.
Quick, Montel Jackson. He beat Jesse Strader and lost to Brett Johns. Now he's taking on
for Montel Jackson.
Montel Jackson's probably like minus 600. Montel Jackson's probably a massive favorite.
No, Montel Jackson's he's the
Montel
favorite.
Jackson. Yeah, he's probably minus 730.
Minus 670. I think he might be the biggest favorite on the card.
You never take the biggest favorite on the card. Oh
I'm taking Buys, bro. Let's go.
Oh, God.
And he doesn't have his wife on this card?
I was all over this. Yeah, but she might be in his corners.
Well, and his wife just knocked out some chick.
Oh, you don't take the biggest favorite on the card, but this is like my lock when I looked at it.
I know.
That's why I'm so befuddled.
If I make this right now.
We're back, Buys. All right.
So wait. Hold on. If you hit it, it's Buys. If you miss it, it's Montel.
Yep.
All right,
that's it.
For the brand.
Oh, the fucking ceiling.
All right, Montel Jackson.
Montel Jackson.
That was about the same odds. He had a plus 400 chance of hitting that.
Pretty much.
All right, Montel Jackson it is. Thanks.
Next fight.
We got Nicholas Mota, 12-3 out of Brazil in the men's lightweight division, taking on Cameron Van Camp, 15-5. This is sneakily an interesting fight because Mota's coming off a unanimous decision in Contender Series, and Cameron Van Camp is he's got a belt in his picture, and at 15-5, wealth of experience on a 4-fight win streak, I'm down to see where this one heads.
Here's something I'm interested though about
Cameron Van Camp.
I would see this fight.
Nicholas Mota versus Cameron Van Camp. No.
Maybe this is the one that you didn't.
This is the fight that you're missing, so you think it's 14. Facts.
Right.
What the fuck?
We'll quickly go over it just in case it is a real fight. Let's see.
All right, no. Well, each man, you got a guy.
Sportsbook has it.
Relax. You got a guy you like in this fight? Who is it?
Mota.
All right.
I want to talk about
all right, then I'll talk Mota, and Matty P will decide who wins. We'll each pitch a fighter since he can't look at it.
So this is the reason I'm out on Van Camp. I'm looking through. On first look, he's 7-1 in his last 8 fights. That's really good. It's in 8 different promotions. And he's got a belt in his picture. I'm out. I'm not saying I love people who have amateur careers. I love people who are, well versed and well traveled and hey, I'll fight anywhere, anytime, any shit. And his one loss was in Shamrock FC. So if you can't fight against the Irish, I'm up. Why should we bet on him?
No, I'll tell you why we should take this guy. I like the fact that he has one fight in mad promotions. That means he's betting on himself. That means he's maximizing his money. It's actually genius marketing. And he's 7-1 in his last fight. He's taking on a guy in the Contender Series who sat there and humped the dude. And Dana was like, you know what? This Tuesday I won the lottery. You're in, kid. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this fight, but I'm not out on Van Camp just because he moved around.
Yeah,
I think that makes it more exciting.
The odds lean in my favor, but don't make me feel confident.
No, you didn't tell me about the other guy.
Moda?
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas Iron Moda. He's out of Brazil on a 4-fight win streak. He beat Joseph Lowry. He's dominated on the Brazilian scene. He's very much a striker. Was on the Ultimate Fighter Brazil season 4. So interesting cat. Let's see if he's got any degrees in jiu-jitsu or whatever. Trains at X Muay Thai in Colorado with Anthony Smith and them. So
that's why he's on this card.
Yeah.
So Anthony Smith's training partner. When he was in the Contender Series, it was mostly just a ground domination, but he wasn't extremely active. So I'm not saying we're going to get an entertaining win out of Moda. I don't know. There was something that did say about it. And it wasn't like he was in 7 different promotions that I completely knew of.
Don't care.
Fair.
Love it.
We'll see it.
Next fight, we got Su Rong, 17-4 out of China in the men's lightweight division, taking on Brandon Jenkins, 15-7. To be real, I don't really give a fuck about this fight, but I'm here to say something. I'm out on Brandon Jenkins.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm out.
He's making his UFC debut.
Human highlight reel. Bro, he's the human I know I did this research. That's exactly why I'm out of this fuck. He's the human highlight reel. He's gone to the decision 10 times. He's got the most fake WWE fucking looking belt I ever seen.
That was exactly what I was
I'm out,
say.
dude. I'm out, bro. This cat is WWE. Don't hit me up, bro. He looks like the fucking Raw tag team champion. Get the fuck out of here. Dude.
Yeah, and he's not even the real Raw tag team champion either. He's got
the interim.
He got the interim, or he's the 24/7 champ. The one weird belt, the Intercontinental champ. You know what I mean? You're oh shit, you're the WWE champion. It's well, kind of.
Yeah,
so, I'm with you. This is probably going to be the fight that I think. The only thing that scares me about it is Zhu Rong's a big favorite, -335. Yeah. I think this is one that could, again, if I am not smart enough to listen to this podcast on Saturday, I'm going to forget everything I said, and I'm going to probably slip Zhu Rong in most of my parlays, and that kind of scares me.
Bro, he was on a massive run. Now, who did he beat? We don't know. But he was on a massive run. So, and he lost his first one under the bright lights of the UFC. I can easily see this guy coming back and just booping this fucking idiot.
Especially a guy like that who, like you said, was on such a big run, got in, it was on Usman Masvidal too. We saw him fight, and he lost the decision. I think I bet on him again that time, and I did lose on him, but it was a close decision, and that crowd was the first crowd back. That's got to say something. So I'm not going to be completely out on this cat.
But now there's no fans. Does that
no
change
fans
anything?
back at the end. I think this is better for him.
Again, like I said, I don't really care for this fight. I'm not touching it, but I had to pick. I think Zhu Rong's winning.
Next one.
We got Penny Kanzat, 15-5 out of Sweden, taking on Raquel Pennington, 11-8 out of the USA in the female bantamweight division. You got any thoughts on this fight, fellas, before I throwing a little thing.
No,
I kind of
got
wanted.
a prediction, but
Let me hear it.
I think Pennington's got this.
Oh boy.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Wait. Panini. That's who I fucking. Okay, hold on.
Panny.
Penny or Panini Kanzat. We're clearly butchering her name, but Penny Kanzat's badass.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
I
but
agree. I
Pennington
think
is no joke for anybody, but she has been. She does lose a lot, so
I was going to ask you guys for an intervention because Raquel Pennington is 11-8, and I can't quit betting on her. I don't know why. I don't know how. Every time she shows up, I'm just like, well, Rocky it is. Let's go. Like, help me.
All right, I'll definitely help you. I think Raquel Pennington is exactly the kind of fighter that Pansy Kanzat whoops. This is like look at her progression. Let's take a look at Penny Kanzat here. Pull it up. She destroyed Shajari Eubanks, Beth Correa, Jessica Rose Clark, and Alexis Davis. This smells like just another one of them. And that's why I'm rocking this. Like, she's just going to fall in line. Penny Kanzat's a different level.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? Yeah, because I agree with that.
Let's see what we got here.
Like, she's beating Julia Starenko.
I don't know if this is going to help or hurt. Rocky Pennington, -130. Penny Kanzat, +1.
Love it.
Oh,
Give me the dog pick.
I'm not taking Pennington. I'm taking Pennington all day.
All right, you guys better be right because if Rocky wins this fight, I'm fucked. I'm gonna bet on her for the rest of her life.
The thing is though, Raquel Pennington probably a little stronger than Penny, probably got better power, maybe a better double leg takedown. But overall, I think the volume and the speed is going to add up.
Right.
And that's what I'm praying for. I mean, if that don't come through and she gets one piece, bro, I'm gonna be upset just like you, but you're going to be on a different level. So we'll see how it plays out. But I'm definitely Penny, bro.
We'll see it. Next up.
Next up, we got Tafon Dadon and Chukwi, 5-1 out of Cameroon, taking on slow Mike Rodriguez, 11-6. Out of the USA in the men's light heavyweight division.
I'm going to stamp my People's Fight banger of the night
on this one.
Oh, wow.
I think this is sneakily going to be
You think this is
banger.
the People's Fight?
I think this is going to be the People's Fight. I think so Mike Rodriguez, he came in a little too hot. You know,
I'm not feeling the whole slow thing anymore.
No.
I'm really not. It was cool
kind of
when he was winning and getting like
winning.
chokes and wrestling. But now, it's just
But I could see Teflon being a guy who's going to kind of push the pace a little bit, you know, come at him, close the distance. And I think that could really lead to an entertaining fight.
You got to come out to the Teflon Don by Rick Ross.
Needs it.
Ultimate walkout song.
This is a weird fight.
It is.
This is a weird fight. This is one where they put together and they're just like,
I know. This is kind of that thing where, like, you're looking through your fridge and you see a couple leftovers and you throw a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And you're like, these two things are good.
But
are they going to be good together? Oh.
I got Rodriguez. I don't know why. I guess he.
You sound confident.
No confidence in it. Just throwing something out there. I'm going with him.
Does it? I was going with Tafon.
This is a very much like get your pet to decide this fight, or like ask your grandma, you know?
And Vegas is saying the same thing. Tafon's a -122. Slow Mike's even +100.
Ooh. I don't even want to touch this fight. I just think someone's going to sleep. It's not going the distance, nah?
I don't think so.
You think it's going the distance, Matty B?
No, I don't think so.
But this also weirdly almost smells like the one that shouldn't. It shouldn't go the distance, but will. Not going the distance, -180, by the way, on the Barstool Sportsbook.
Not touching this fight.
No.
All right, next fight, we got Joaquin Buckley, 12-4 out of the USA in the men's middleweight division, taking on Antonio Arroyo, 9-4 out of Brazil. What
Have we seen Joaquin Buckley since the viral knockout?
Yeah, he lost to DiCurcio, the Italian dude.
Yeah, he did. He got head
Chico,
kicked into
right.
oblivion.
Right,
You
right.
big right on that one.
Interesting. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that, but now I didn't.
He's taken on Antonio Arroyo, who honestly I don't know much about.
He's lost 2 straight decisions to Andre Muniz and Darren Wynn. As far as I'm concerned,
Those are big wrestling matchups, though.
yeah, that's a tough thing because those are definitely wrestlers, and it's more of a striker with Joaquin Buckley. I want to think that
I think Buckley gets it done.
Yeah, I want to think that Buckley's a better fighter than this, but at this point, it's just a viral knockout. Like,
that's all I have on this.
No, he's pretty yoked though. Like he throws some heat, so it's like he can put some people out. I'm not saying he's gonna get a viral
he fucked up your boy Jordan Wright.
Oh yeah,
but I think he can put him out. I bet the odds say that he puts him out.
Let's see what we got on the odds.
And I think they want to build him because of that KO.
I just don't think he's there. I don't think he's as good as that KO.
No, he's not. No. I'm not saying he is, but I think.
And it was great timing, and I don't think he's that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like how I'm trying to.
I don't know though.
Is Joaquin
Can he crack the top 15? Probably not.
I want to have to take.
Can he beat Antonio? I think he can.
I want to have to take that this cat is not very good. Like that he will not have a good career. I want to have that take. I want it to be known.
That's fair.
So for him to not be good, he has to lose this fight. So
but no, not that right at that. You still win some. And this is one that I think he wins.
All right. He's not going to have a good career. And all he's going to be known for is the fucking wham.
Outside of that take, who do you think's honestly a better fight? Joaquin Buckley or Andre Muniz?
I mean, no, I think Buckley's a better fighter against Muniz. I think Buckley's a better fighter against Darren Wynn. I also think he's a better fighter against Antonio Arroyo. But something's telling me not to take him because he's just a viral KO guy. So I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, Buckley's coming here at minus 250.
But I agree with Brady P. He's yoked. And he throws
not to go the distance, minus
so it's like
360. Minus 360, I'm not going the distance.
What is Joaquin Buckley by unanimous decision?
Buckley by decision is plus 450. That's interesting. I don't think it's going to happen, but
it's going to happen.
That's good. I was like,
he throws everything he's got in the first round. Arroyo survives. They get gas.
And then it's just
kind of like just a chaos slugfest. Right. They slug into the belt. Decision Buckley.
It's weird to say. It's weird to say. I would love that take if it came from Matty P. That seems like a really Matty P. Like, oh, there's a random submission on this one. Like the fact that it's coming from Nail, I don't trust.
You don't trust it. That's fine.
I don't know.
That's fine.
No, I love
a take. It's honest.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
Fuck
but like the random takes, I don't know. So they come better from P. I don't know what it is, but next fight.
Fuck yourself, dude. No, you're talking this fight. Fuck you, dude.
Next fight, we got Nate Maness, 13-1, taking on Tony Gravely, 21-6.
Who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, what the fuck? You set me up.
That's why I gave you this
fight.
I knew you had nothing on these fuckers. Nah, actually.
Next fight.
No, chill. Only shit I got is I know Nate Maness has fought once before and he's 13-1. But Tony Gravely fought in what promotion is it? Yeah, he fought in CES. Yeah, he's a Massachusetts guy, I want to say.
Okay.
No, it says he's fighting out of Coconut Creek. All right, so he's been on CES and he's been on King of the Cage. He's been on shit that's in the Massachusetts. He's fought on local promotions in Massachusetts, New England area. That's why I feel like I have a connection to this dude. But he's a very good fighter. I picked him in his last fight against Anthony Burchak, and he absolutely KO'd him into oblivion. I like his style. He's got good wrestling, and he's got power in his hands, and I think he mixes it well. He's taken his losses outside the UFC, and here he is.
Yeah, he's definitely
one loss to Brett Johns.
That's why he's getting the line here. He's a minus 200 favorite. Nate Maness plus 158. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, weirdly, I just kind of want to take Nate Maness. Like, I kind of want
fuck, he's 13-1. Like, I don't hate
I
it.
agree,
I'm
but I think
saying.
I'm gonna lose. I think I'm gonna, this is where I'd randomly just lean towards him for no
Mhm.
fucking reason, and then I lose.
I just think the
I'm
experience.
going
The
with
experience,
Bradley,
great.
dude.
Yeah,
Bradley's
I think-
getting this done.
I think the experience of him is gonna be too much. He's
That's
been in big fights. He's been in like different promotions. He's held a belt. Like I've seen
Right.
him on a poster at fucking Twin River Casino in Rhode Island, dude. Like
If you're on a poster at Twin River Casino, I am not betting on you.
that's exactly why I'm betting on him.
If y'all bet to Twin River Casino, I think you'd be on my side. Next fight.
Why are you hating right now? We got Christias Gallegos, 19-8 out of the USA, taking on Arman Sukarian, 16-2 out of Armenia in the lightweight division. Yeah, lightweight
Is
division.
this a replacement fight?
I don't know why. Why you say that?
I think because I think Sukarian's going to absolutely murder him. I think this has to be a replacement.
I'm not seeing it on canceled outs.
Let me see. Yeah, no, this was supposed to be Nasrat Hakras. Oh no, that was at the beginning of the year.
Bro,
Wow,
I
dude.
can smell an upset here.
Really? Well, if you can smell
I mean,
an upset,
Gallegos is 19-8, bro. Like, what? That's a lot of experience. He's been
if you
around.
can smell an upset, you're getting plus 500 on this.
What is Sukarian?
Minus 770. He is actually the biggest favorite on this card.
Bro, he had a really good fight with Armand or with what's his name? Islam. That's why.
Yeah, that one went to decision.
But
He impressed
I
me
don't
a
know.
lot in the Matt Frivola fight.
I think
That's where
I'm gonna bet this fight that he gets finished. I don't know why. I'm betting that Christos Giagos knocks him out.
Whoa.
What are the
Whoa,
odds?
whoa. I was going to have that backwards. I was going to say Muay Thai Sukarian's going to light him up. And you're telling me Gallegos by KO?
Yeah, random, like
if
flash.
you're going
Ay,
Gallegos by
ay.
KO, you are getting plus 1,400, my man.
I feel like it's.
I think I'm with P now. Fuck it.
And maybe
I
I'll
can-
just
I
pick
can
his
smell the
side.
Sukarian.
I don't see him getting submitted if he didn't get submitted by Islam.
Or even Frivola, who's got a nice wrestling game.
Yeah, so I don't think
I could
he's
see
submitted.
Sukarian
I see
10-8
a
first
weird-
round, 28 seconds into the second. Wham!
Out of
Dunzo.
nowhere.
One piece. Gallegos bloody mess. I could so see it.
Let's be honest. Armand should scrape him. But
Of
this
course.
is
Correct.
the one weird one where Christos, the most random dude, he should not be fighting this guy at all.
No.
This is the time where it happens. This is the time where it happens.
I
Because
This is that.
fucking love
he should
that.
be fighting someone in the top 15, and he's getting fucking this guy.
And this is the guy that he overlooks. He doesn't train his hardest for. He's trying to get his next match.
He's gonna have a bad. He had a bad weight cut. All this shit.
Christian
I see
Appalachian State Gallegos.
I
They're
smell
gonna-
it.
You gotta block that field goal. and
What if,
Michigan's
so
going
if I
down.
put like $30 on this shit for
Oh
him
my
to just
god.
for him
You
to
said
get
Gallegos by KO, fam.
like
Yo,
KO.
By KO
What are we
for 30
talking
kills.
about?
Let's do a little.
All right, $20. $20.
$20 would be 280.
I think that's not good enough, but I'll take it.
So you gotta put 100.
Fuck no. Like I said, Armand should win, but this is the one.
Alright. Sprinkle a little bit on it. I don't hate it.
big dog. Next fight, we got Mandy Baum, 7-0 out of Germany in the female flyweight division, taking on Ariane Lipski, 13-7 out of Brazil. Fellas, we got opening bell thoughts.
I couldn't find a thing on Bond.
I like Mandy Baum.
Yeah, tell us a little about her. I know she's been around Bellator a little bit.
Yeah, had a fight in Bellator. GMC is like big promotion in Germany. and has sort of dominated.
Yeah, it looks like she got a lot of finishes on the European scene, and then as she came to America and stuff with Bellator, she's still gotten wins, but it's a few more decisions now.
I'm just curious, like, okay, so you're dominating people on the local scene, but what does that tell me internationally, globally? I have no idea where she stacks up, and I sort of think
Lipsky hasn't been very dominant.
No, but it's a steep step in talent. I don't give.
That's kind of what I'm saying. For a debut, I think this is going to be just.
But this is her chance to explode, and that's why Mandy Bond. This is her chance to steal the lights. If she's anything, right, Saturday night will prove it for sure.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, yeah, Ariana Lipsky, she's 2-4 over her last 6 fights. Not great. But the 4 fighters she's lost to, Montana De La Rosa, Antonia Shevchenko, Molly McCann, and Joanne Calderwood. My thing is, but honestly, she's taken 4 losses to those girls. I don't think Mandy Bond has even sniffed the experience of any of those 4 fighters.
But if you told me Mandy Bond was fighting any of those 4 fighters at 7-0 in her debut, wouldn't be too upset.
I'm going Bond.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't like to be on this island here, but I think I got to stick with it. I think I got to stick with my pick. She's definitely another fighter.
What are the odds?
Similar to Raquel Pennington that I've just like, when she first came into the UFC, I started betting on her.
We got to do this more, where we like argue it between us and Matty P picks like who the. Wow. He's like the judge almost.
Mandy Baum getting some respect. -104 for Baum.
Let's go. Show some fucking respect. Das ist Deutschland. Let's go.
But that's where I almost want to be like, that's a little disrespectful to the vet that's fought everyone in this division.
Everyone in this division? Oh my God.
Half the division. Next fight.
You're really that upset then? Like,
no, I'm not saying it's like crazy. I just thought.
No, it's 7-0. She got 7 losses.
Right.
She won. Like,
yeah, she also has 14 wins. Double her wins. Triple the experience. Like, I don't know. I thought she would at least get. I thought it was going to be minimum -150. But
all right, let's hop in. Yeah. We got Ayan Kutsalava, 15-6 out of what country? Romania, Moldova. In the co-main event in the light heavyweight division, taking on Devin Clark, 12-5 out of USA.
I mean, this is a weird fucking fight too.
Yep,
it's a big weird fight. I have no idea who to take. I don't know.
I think Ian's gonna knock him out.
I'm a big fan of both of these fighters. I'm a big fan of both of these fighters. The thing that scares me is I really like Devin Clark. He's shown me some skills. I think he's one of those fighters that I hope he's with the right coaches. Because if he keeps fine-tuning those skills and just getting that little bit faster, a little bit more accurate, slip that defense just that little bit better, I think he could be a really elite fighter. But has he added those tools to get in with a guy like Jan Kudaleba? But it does worry me where I just feel like, where's Jan Kudaleba's mentals at? Because obviously the Ankalaev saga was an absolute shit show for almost, 18 months or something, especially with the COVID cancellations and the 9 different things and injuries and that and everything. And then when you're finally like, you know what, I'm getting out of this shit, you get a fucking draw with Dustin Jacoby, which honestly, no disrespect, because that was a banger of a fight. 2 very good guys that I think are going to hang around this division.
And so that's the fight that makes me lean towards Ian. Because I'm like,
I agree. I think he has the skill to do it. I'm wondering what's happening between the years. That's my only concern with you.
And I think Clark is known to get knocked out sometimes, has a rough chin. He's been finished. I think this is the fight for Ian to either you're right. It's his mental fight. This is his I think this is a big fight for Ian right now to figure out what his next steps are.
Yeah, because I could see this propelling him right into the ring. Oh yeah.
Clark just came off of a loss to Smith, right? Is that his last fight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Aeon's too aggressive for his own good. I think he comes out too hype and is too aggressive. And if the opponent can handle that and has seen that, they're probably going to beat him. If not, they're toast.
And I mean, Devin Clark, he handled
he finished Roundtree. It's like shit, you know.
Correct. He exploded into a double leg, got aggressive, used it, and Roundtree didn't have anything for it. Like, unfortunately.
So that's what I'm like. I don't know what's gonna happen on this fight. I'm probably not gonna bet much on it, but I don't know. I feel like he's got to do something wild at the press conference. You know that.
Right, exactly. And I think that's going to get used against him. He's going to lose this fight.
I think he's going to intimidate Devin Clark and get the dub.
It's not going to matter.
Let's see if the odds swing y'all right now. Jan Kudalev coming in at -150. Devin Clark +120.
It does. A little bit.
Does it?
Slightly. Like, I was like 60-40. Now I'm like 51-49 or like 52-48. Like, it's a lot closer.
Still leaning Clark.
Yes, correct. But I'm very undecided now after hearing those odds. Yeah. I would have thought Clark would have been the minus favorite.
I honestly did too, especially with all that Jan's gone
Smith,
through.
Like all that shit. I don't know. I just thought he would have been a dog. And I would have liked him more. I don't know. My brain's all in a pretzel now.
Yeah, that's going to definitely – and I think the amount I bet on this fight is going to be very dependent on what I do on the rest of this card, to be honest. You know, if we're hurting, this is not going to be the fight I'm going to try to save the night on. But if we hitting, we're definitely going to throw something on this.
Yeah, and this is a good walkout one. You go off their walkouts. If Devin Clark's looking a little spooked and Eon's all fired up, I'm like, oh, shit. Yep, I'm betting Eon.
All right, well, let's hop in the main event time. We got Anthony Lionheart-Smith, 35-16 out of the USA in the light heavyweight division, taking on Ryan Spann, 19-6, also out of the USA. Honestly, for a main event, like, that ain't it, Chief. Like, I know main events are supposed to, like, hit different and whatnot, but, like, this is not hitting different. Like, the fact that this is a main event does not spook me for this fight anymore than if it was anywhere else on the card.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, this is a great co-main. Not that
prelim. Main event of a prelim.
Yeah, it's honestly one of those that, like, usually this is the fight that gets snuck onto, like, the main event of the prelims or, like, the first fight of a card, and we're like, oh, shit, like, this just extended a card.
But of a crazy pay-per-view, though.
Yeah,
not
this is the fourth or fifth best fight, but because this is the fifth best fight, holy shit. But
when it's the best fight, you're like, hold on a minute. Why are there 15 fights and we got one that's like, yeah, I see what you're saying. But I still think, well, what do you think of it? Personally, I think this is the lock. I think Smith is a lock.
I agree. I think Anthony Smith, Ryan Spann is just dollar store Anthony Smith. If Anthony Smith was worth $1, Ryan Spann is worth 50 cents. He is just half of whatever he is. Look at the records. Look at their career. It's pretty much he's half of what he is.
Right.
And I think that's going to be too much for him.
And also, I was watching the little fight, the pre-fight thing that they had with Spann and Smith, and Spann's like, he's like, I'm at the level to put my family on the next thing. It's all this pressure. And he was like breaking down and crying. And I was like, man, he's putting so much mental pressure on himself right now. And not only that, when he did this before on his Dana White Contender Series, he lost. And he went through a whole depression and shit. It was all on the Fight Pass thing. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't like that going into your first main event.
No.
Pressure on your back ever.
Lionheart vet there.
Fighter is the best fighter.
Fucking vet like Anthony Smith. Once Anthony Smith picks out where you're fucking up,
you're done.
You're done. He's crafty and he's gonna always. If he doesn't knock him out, if Spann doesn't knock him out within the first round or the first minute of the second round.
He's toast.
It's over, and I think Smith could finish him in that period too.
Right. I'll
I
give
think
you the
he's
first.
I think he's long, he's rangy, he's gonna fight. His jab was looking so sharp against Crute. That was when I was really sold on Smith right there. Coming back was against Crute. I was like, he was winning the round to me before the whole leg thing happened. And I like Crute a lot. So I was
I thought he was losing that round, but I wanted to see him come back for the second, obviously. But credit to Smith where it's due for hitting him in the right spot. Like, that wasn't accidental.
Yeah, kind of how my brain sort of went on this fight is when it was first announced, I was like, yo, Lionheart going to absolutely scrap him, but I think it's going to be way too big of a favorite. Then as I started doing my research, thinking about it, looking around on Twitter, I felt like everyone was way too in on Smith, that I thought it was a not-so-fast fight with Ryan Spann. And then I was doing my research right before the podcast, looked up the odds. Saw that Lionheart's only a minus 167 favorite.
That's the sweet spot.
And I was like, that is fastball down the fucking middle. And the fact that you guys are all in terrifies me. But I'm in. Let's go.
Whammy!
Whammy.
I mean, fuck. I don't like when all three of us agree on a fight, but this just seems like easy money. This just smells like a robbery, dude. What? Ryan Spann is going to be the guy to defeat Anthony Smith. Ryan Spann, out of all people, in the last 6 years or whatever it's been, since Smith's been on a run, you're fucking telling me that Ryan Spann is the guy to end it? No chance.
Not Gustafson.
Yeah.
Not,
Even Alexander Rakic on the rise, like 13-1. That's a young stud that he lost to. Ryan Spann is not that. And I'm not even trying to disrespect Spann. I just think there's levels, and Anthony Smith been around 6 blocks, not just the block. And fucking Spann's been around the corner. And it's
and the way they both deal with adversity, Smith can take a hell of a beating and keep fighting and come through and still pull off a dub. You can never count him out.
Right.
Facts.
Spann almost needs everything going well.
Exactly.
When everything's going right for him,
he's a downhill fighter.
Right.
I think the lock is Smith inside the distance. I think Smith
big facts.
Smith finishes a lot more than he goes decision.
And especially now with 5 rounds, that's where Lionheart, and that's where he gets the name Lionheart.
Spann's never gone 5 rounds. Bro, this is lining up all day, Smith inside the distance.
Yeah.
I can't spell it out anymore, man. I'm putting a fucking bow wow on this shit. Fuck it.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Anthony Smith by KO.
Heavy on it, though.
Smith by KO or TKO plus 260. But Smith by submission.
No, I want submission, bro. I want sub on there because I could see a sub.
Right.
Rear naked choke. Big facts. Ryan Spann smells like he got rear naked choked.
I'll check back on those odds.
I mean, are we all just overlooking something here? Like,
right?
Is this like slowly roll? Like, why are we also aggressively in on letting Anthony Lionheart by sub? Can we call somebody randomly on the phone and be like, "Yo, Anthony Smith, Ryan Spann, like, what do we got?" Like, because this is fucked. How are we all so quick? Anthony Smith by like 4th round stoppage.
Bro, if anybody we ask is going to be like Smith because they know him, so maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, all right, let's give our boy a call.
Let's see if we can get my hand on the line here.
Probably not, but worth a shot. He's gonna watch this back and be like, "Damn,
no answer. Fuck you, man."
All right,
I think we got nothing else for y'all.
That means it's Smith all day.
Smith all day. Oh. Lock it in. Much love. We out.
Peace.